Bad evening, everybody. My name is Abe Bonowitz. I'm the Executive Director of Death Penalty Action. What we've just seen is an injustice and a human rights violation. The execution of a person is always a human rights violation, no matter how it's done. But this experimentation, which we're about to hear about from witnesses who saw it, is just unnecessary. For me, the most outrageous part of all of this is that not only the torture that was done to Kenny Smith in November of 2022, sending him back to his cell after a failed execution attempt. If that wasn't enough, asking him then to live through these next weeks about just imagining every possible scenario. You know, this is not who we are as a country. It's not who we are as a state. It's not something that should be done, and yet it was done. Death penalty action doesn't take a position on how we kill our prisoners. We oppose the death penalty in all cases because it is a violation of human rights and because the system is irreparably broken. And this case tonight is the prime example of that. We executed a man tonight who, if he was on trial today, would not have gotten a death sentence because his jury was not unanimous, and Alabama outlawed jury override in 2017. We know that we can be safe from people who've done terrible crimes and hold them accountable without executions, because that's what we do in the vast majority of cases. We throw away the key. It's not life without parole, it's death in prison. And that's what the vast majority of murderers get.
I think that anybody that witnessed this knows that we didn't see someone go unconscious in 2 or 3 seconds. We didn't see somebody go unconscious in 30 seconds. What we saw was minutes of someone struggling for their life. We saw minutes of someone heaving back and forth. We saw spit. We saw all sorts of stuff from his mouth develop on the mask. We saw this mask tied to the gurney and him ripping his head forward over and over and over again. And we also saw correction officials in the room who were visibly surprised at how bad this thing went. I know that Commissioner Ham, I know that ADOC is going to come out here and say, well, this is what we thought was going to happen. Look at their court filings. This is not what they thought was going to happen. Kenny Smith was by no means a perfect person. Kenny Smith committed a horrible crime. And I think it is absolutely disgusting that the state of Alabama has allowed this moment to overshadow the memory of Elizabeth Stinnett. Make no mistake, this is not about not remembering Elizabeth Stinnett. This is about remembering Elizabeth Stinnett appropriately and not with a torturous execution.